Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the May reading for twin flames and soulmates that are in separation. Let me move that's a little better so you can see more. Please keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also keep in mind that masculine and feminine stand more for energy than gender. So again, apply the messages as they fit, whatever side resonates with you. Also, you can flip from one side to the other, depending on which energy you're embodying most at the time. Please be sure to check out the Saturday satsang topic, upcoming topic video that I put up for Saturday's satsang. If you'd like to submit a question based on what that topic is going to be, you can leave it in the comments of that video or send me an email and I will feature your question on Saturday's show. I'm also working on the monthlies for the different signs, so look for that within the next week. And I think that is it for the spiel. What we have here is what the overview is going to be for the month and advice. This is what the masculine is thinking. This is their feelings. This is what they need to do or what may be blocking them from doing what they need to do. This is advice. Same for the feminine. And also we will clarify, of course, with the civilies to gain further insight if need be. So let us see. The overview for the month of May is poised. And this is number 48. So let us see what poised is. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, let us see. The essential meanings: being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. The oracle message: you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Relationship message: when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. Prosperity message: you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. Protection message: you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Does that even make sense? You would hope to not disappoint anybody anytime. I don't know, but that kind of confused me a bit. I wish I, disappointed you sooner than later. Whatever that means. And I will do the other advice. Well, I guess I can do this one, and I'll save the other two after. Or should I save them all? I'll save them all. Pardon my confusion. All right, let's look at what the masculine is thinking. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Emperor also in the reverse. Oof. Of course, the Five of Wands deals with petty arguments, conflict, whether that be internal or external. In the reverse, it can mean, again, trying to avoid conflict. It's also an increased focus on one's goals, which is, I guess, would be coming out of inner conflict that you're having with yourself. You're actually, more focused on attaining certain things. It's also, with avoiding conflict, it's deflecting or ignoring. Deflecting could be, again, avoiding things, avoiding accountability, because accountability might bring some conflict, again, or trying to ignore an issue, hoping it'll get better on its own, or failing to address certain things, and now it's kind of causing an issue. It's a need to be more assertive. It's a sigh of relief after conflict and struggle. It's feeling more secure in your relationships, conflict-free, a need to focus, to achieve goals, and to stay committed. And then, of course, we have the Two of Wands, which in the upright, it's all about future planning, progress, making decisions, thinking long term, get the world in your hands. What path, where are you going to go? What are you going to manifest? And it's having optimism, to embark on a new journey. But in the reverse, it's, having fear of the unknown. It's a lack of planning. It's a need to organize one's long-term goals, to meditate on what's important. It's being afraid to step into the unknown. It's stunted growth, or, your world is too small, which means you need to get out there, not hiding out in the house or whatever it is. It's overlooking important details in your future plans. It's roadblocks due to lack of planning, losing passion for a goal, feeling unmotivated or bored. And then the Emperor in the upright, it's all about being self-governing. It's, authority, structure, solid foundations, against control. But in the reverse, it's an abuse of power. It's someone who could be domineering or rigid in their thinking, insecure, and therefore can be controlling, trying to control environments, control people that you're in a relationship with, whether that be through, gaslighting or whatever it is. And that stems from, obviously, fear-based wounding, possibly from childhood. Maybe there was a chaotic environment, one that you never knew from one moment to the next. So that's why you tend to like control, because it makes you feel safe or secure. It's freeing oneself of controlling figures as well, standing up to them. It's tired of being under the thumb, a ruly thumb. And in regards to the self, again, it's a lack of self-control, ambition, or the ability to deal with structure and authority. It's a need to gain control and some structure. And again, as far as a personality type, it's someone who could be overbearing, abusive, stubborn. So if I was to look at this just in and of itself, without clarifying, it's, I would say that someone is kind of, again, learning some lessons about having, you know, doing things perhaps in the spur of the moment or without thinking them through, jumping in things, not thinking long term, and now kind of dealing with the consequences of those choices. Didn't plan for the long term, you know, because again, there's, I think, a change of heart or a change of mind that's going on, a perspective with the masculine, seeing things differently. That's why they're having regrets and so forth. Again, wasn't thinking the long term effects of one's choices or actions. It's also, you know, fearing change in some way, fearing wanting to come out of conflict, you know, and feeling conflicted within themselves in regards to what to do, wanting to come out of conflict with the feminine, maybe even, you know, if they're in a situation that they're wanting to leave, you know, maybe they're having conflict there too, and that's where they're feeling conflicted, like not sure what to do, which to choose, so forth, which direction to go. Um, and again, it's perhaps, you know, figuring out that they were behaving in a way that was not so swift, not so good, ended relationships. You know, the way that they were present in those relationships, perhaps the way they handled any possible reconciliations during the separation, you know, again, trying to stay in that position of control and having the upper hand, and therefore still, you know, again, trying to downplay things, again, deflecting tactics, and or, you know, trying to sweep things under the rug, or lying still to cover up lies, like just handling it all wrong. But again, handling it the way that they always have, because it stems again from conditioning, from wounding, from defense mechanisms, from whatever the karma, whatever it is. So it's again perhaps kind of seeing the bigger picture in regards to what happened, why they are in the place that they're in now, and where do they kind of want to go. Um, and trying to figure that out, but again, somewhat fearful of the unknown, uncertain of what to do. Um, and that's maybe playing a little bit on their self esteem. They might be feeling anxiety, depression. Because they feel like, a lot of them feel like, you know, perhaps they made some bad choices, and they behaved in ways that again were hurtful to others and themselves. And it's kind of like the realizing of all of that and trying to figure out how to fix it all, fix the mistake. um, let us see if we get some clarifying. The Emperor reverse, we have La Superbia. This is arrogance, ego. And again, ego could be, again, embodying these character traits, um, where we could have been controlling, a little self-serving. Um, you know, this is also anxiety and fear. Again, if we need to get control over ourselves, maybe we're all in our negative thoughts, And then we have dyscrasia, which is like, you know, the tower. An unfortunate event. And in the reverse, I think this is like unsure of how to fix a situation that ended badly, or to get them out of a situation that isn't so good. Fearful, again, of how to do that. Let's see, this dyscrasia. Dyscrasia. In reverse, helplessness, ruin, slavery, a tyranny. I guess it's feeling being a tyrant, right? Or feeling again like I say helpless, but that's where like the fear from the superbia can come in. Feeling helpless in regards to how to fix it. It's I feel all suddenly I feel like a really sense of sadness, regret. But of course, this is how we learn, right? When we think we're winning, we're feeling good, and whatever we did might have hurt somebody else, but that's, you know, they were feeling the destructiveness of our thoughts, of our actions and choices. We were feeling, you know, everything was great, but then after a while the realization started to come in, you know, figuring out we're too happy in the current situation, perhaps feeling like they really screwed up on this side, and Stewart was letting their pride or their behaviors keep them from revealing their mistakes, their regrets, like the truth of stuff. So like still trying to play things off like, yeah, everything's great. Yeah, I have no regrets. I would, you know, whatever it is. But eventually this was sending a signal to this side that like they just didn't care. But now they're realizing again that they chose wrong. But the way they handled everything, they feel like they burned this bridge, or they don't even know how to get out of their current situation. Because it's again, it's like a twofold thing for some. Yeah, that's what I feel like there's just a really like, damn, I messed up. Like this is the feeling that I have. But again, this is how we learn, right? You know, but you know, I will say, it says I'm not one of those readers that tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. I tell you what I see, the truth of stuff. I don't put nice little bows on everything and everybody's getting back together and riding off in the sunset, because that's not realistic. You know, and again, this is a general reading too. It's just like, so, you know, it's take that into account. And, you know, for some people, it might be too late. You might have handled it so badly and waited too long, and you might not. But again, what's important is that you learned, and hopefully you'll apply that in your whatever next situation you find yourself in. No, but some might have an opportunity to reunite. Again, it all depends. Everybody's got a different story. Yeah, there was superbia, vanity, arrogance, ego, pride, conceit, self-importance. Again, being arrogant, Eric, and it also symbolizes improvement, which, like I says, wouldn't even go with. I would think we go with that card. Um, so again, perhaps looking for a way to improve again the situation or what's happened, trying to figure out how to fix it. Fix my life. Help me fix my life, right? Oh, do I want to do two ones? Two of Wands reversed, we have Domestico, but in the reverse. Giovine Fanciulla, but in the reverse. And La Reunion in the reverse. So I think, obviously, this is disharmony in a union or a breakup of sorts. And Giovine Fanciulla in the reverse is someone who ain't too happy with us. Let me see these reversals. Domestico. Giovine Fanciulla in the reverse. Feels neglected, depressed. Unpredictable, temperamental, showing a feeling of no interest, enthusiasm, or concern. So again, like some people, they've stopped speaking, or this person totally said, you know what, I'm done. Good luck. You know, showing no interest, showing like they don't want to, you know, get back together. This is Domestico. This could be living situation. Verse. Young man of dubious character, irresponsible. So I guess they handle things irresponsibly. Again, lacking long-term thinking about their choices and actions. You know, it was great in the moment, but now when I realized and I messed up, I should have stayed with this person. You know, again, they didn't handle this relationship with the care that they should have. They didn't handle the feminine with the care that they should have. And because of that, it's caused again the situation to disintegrate. And for this person again to be showing no interest at all, because again you didn't show them that you learned, you changed, you grew. It was just more the same old, and that didn't work anymore on them because they've changed, learned, and grown. Those tactics don't work. They're not looking to enter into codependent things where they're again, you know, trying to keep the peace at the sake of compromising their own peace. You know, that's the amazing thing too about time and distance, is that the rose-colored glasses come off. You know, that fog of the in love, and you know that can have us doing all kinds of things for the sake of love, but really is it really love? Or is it, you know, lack of self-love that we're jumping through all these hoops and trying to do all this stuff? But it gives people, which is what these separations are for. It's for this exact thing, for that self-reflecting to take place, for people to look at themselves and their role and their actions and their behavior and hold themselves accountable. Again, seeing both sides, both perspectives, realizing what went wrong, realizing what about their own presence in that, how it contributed to it, or caused it to demise, contribute to the karma, the cycle. Um, but yeah, like I said, there's just regret here, major regret. Because they didn't take care. And this is some people think, well, what is it? You don't know what you got till it's gone. But for some, you knew what you had, you just never thought it would leave. And I think this is the realization that the Masons coming in. It's like, well, eventually people know that they deserve better. Eventually people get tired of trying to make things work with people who are just not showing that they're capable of self-reflection, of being honest. Instead, again, downplaying, sweep things under the rug, whatever tactics that were used to kind of deflect from their role in this relationship's demise, or even when they were in it. Because you see the crack long before you see the ass, right? So was problems for a while, and again, it's a failure, but this is the realizations that are coming in now. This is the realizations that are coming in now, for sure. Five of Wands reverse. We got Bambino, but in the reverse. Bambino is all about, new beginnings. And because there is no beginning, because we feel like we ruined an opportunity for a new beginning, or that things aren't moving forward. And again, we're feeling conflicted. And Lenerato, it's trying to discover a way to, again, have the beginning that we want. Taking a look at ourselves, reflecting. And the feminine, what she's thinking is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands in the reverse, as well as the Devil in the reverse. So this is obviously freeing ourselves or releasing ourselves from toxic relationships, toxic ways of thinking, codependency, addictive, ruminating thoughts, focusing on not enough, focusing too much on things that are keeping us in that loop. Over again, obsessing over, the unhappy home, the situation that happened. And because we're wanting the Ten of Pentacles. We're wanting that happy home life. We're wanting abundance. We're wanting to be stable and find someone who's committed. We don't want this here. This is, family life. Pentacles also deals with money. So, perhaps focusing on family, career, things that we feel like can give us abundance, bring us happiness and joy. Again, looking for a committed long-term relationship. Again, knowing what we want now and what we don't want. Again, looking for something that is stable and long-term and committed. And looking to embody those things ourselves as far as our investing in our own futures. The Four of Wands, again, in the reverse is, breakdown in communication, broken home life. Again, this is what we don't want anymore. And we're going towards this. Tension between people, drama. This Devil energy, just drama, instability, feeling a lack of security. Again, unstable situations, people that are not reliable, dependable, accountable, or showing that they care, making any efforts. Um, maybe at the moment we might not be looking for, um, it's like we want this, but there might be a fear of it because of situations that have happened in the past. Fears of commitment, even though you want it, because you're afraid of maybe cycles repeating with someone else or with this person. Um, so you're unsure if a long-term relationship can be had if we're dealing with two, if this is for two people who are dealing with each other and not two people that are in independent situations. But this is supposed to be for two people that are dealing with each other. So again, fearing that it might not be possible with this person because of their behaviors, because of their behavior patterns, whatever it is. Again, knowing what we want, but feeling like we can't have it with this person. And maybe could be even fearful of trying again with someone else for some. Again, the devil is about, breaking free, reclaiming one's power. Again, trying to get out of the woest and the whatever, is holding us back. Or not even wanting to be, again, entering into something where cycles are repeating if we're dealing with a past person. It's about trying to be detached, to not be defined or dictated by another person, again, to still maintain our independence, or say individuality, but it's, sometimes people, when they come together, they can get lost in the other person, or they start compromising their values, their whatever, to appease someone else's wounding. So it's like to not lose oneself, to maintain their new sense of independence. It's meaning to get out of that feeling of not being good enough. Again, low self-worth, reclaiming one's power, love for themselves, respect for themselves. Again, focusing on what it is that they want to achieve in the long term: career, family, relationship, etc. Now, the devil, here he is. Gran Signore, but he's in the upright. So again, is somebody changed? Can they change? Or we're wanting a Grand Signore type. We're not looking to be in karmic relationships with a person's like this. We're looking for this type of person. Again, the Ten of Pentacles. Or again, if it's wondering about if a past person's coming back, have they changed? Or is it all just a bunch of BS? The devil, we have the Giovine Fanciulla. But this is how the person made us feel. It made you feel all upside down, discombobulated, and had your emotions all over the place. Sorry. You again had you feeling neglected, you know, not valued. Um, you know, again, had us all in our feelings, depressed, anxiety, you know, not trusting. So it's like wanting to get out of that, not wanting to enter into a situation with somebody that's got you feeling that way again, and you can get out of that devil energy. In Ten of Pentacles, we got Il Diligente, which is about foolish choices. We're trying to learn from our foolish choices. You know, it's also pleasure seekers. I mean, we're looking to seek the pleasures of what this card embodies. Looking to not make any more foolish choices in regards to relationships or people that we let into our lives who can come in and wreak havoc if they're not healed. You know, no more karmic stuff. Now, what the masculine is feeling is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, you know, this is what the masculine is hoping for. And he's trying to stay optimistic about the love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And they're hoping what's in the heart-to-heart conversations and honestly discussing their feelings, they can, again, fix the mistake. And I also feel very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I said, why very soon? And I said, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This is just healing this family. This is also recognizing our own stuff, knowing that it stems from childhood, and trying to forgive your parents for their own shortcomings, karma. Everybody's got their stuff. Then we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So, and I hate when these cards come out. So I'm like, why deception? And then we got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And then we also had wedding. This situation involves marriage. You know, I don't know if this is, you know, people that were married before and there were some lies and deception, or, you know, you could have even been engaged and something happened where you never got married. Religious factors, it could be, obviously this is soulmate, twin flame, there's a reason for all this, and maybe they're realizing who you are to them, and they're wanting to again reveal the truth, their truth, how they feel, whatever it is. Maybe they want a commitment now with you, or maybe some of them lied and are married in their codependent situation and need to get a divorce to get out of that and trying to come back to you. I mean, this can be all kinds of scenarios here. Always drama, isn't there? Like the days of our lives. And what the feminine is feeling in regards to the masculine is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past you experience from all of in the present moment, she's trying to again free herself from, you know, the tragedies of the past. She wants to be happy. So even if it's trying to forgive, you know, forgive and learn for her own self so she can move on. That's what she's trying to do. Or perhaps she's going to attempt that with the masculine here, who might try to come back and rectify the situation. We also have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So maybe she's trying to follow her passions or her heart, her feelings, and try and be willing to forgive and learn and so forth, or just following her passions here. Again, forgiving her for herself and ready to kick forward. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I said, why? And you've got playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then also love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So again, like I said before, not wanting to lose our independence, our newfound sense of self-worth, self-love, self-respect, making sure we love ourselves first. We don't settle for anything or go back into something where we don't feel like it's going to bring us the Ten of Pentacles. So it's just being wiser in our choices, being open to possible new love, trying to, again, be a little lighthearted, to get that feeling of lightheartedness back and get out of this depressive anxiety, whatever it is about the past. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And then you deserve love. You are lovable. So in case of people looking to reconcile, again, following their passions because they do feel the attraction here. They know this person is their twin flame or whatever it is. And they want love. So they're, again, loving themselves by pursuing their passions, being willing to forgive and learn, so forth and so on. Now, what is the masculine needing to do? Well, in order to have good fortune, in regards to the scandal that's transpired here with the woman of the world. Now, woman of the world is someone who's like the Nine of Pentacles lady, independent. She's got it going on. She's worldly, sophisticated, independent. I think I said that already. But it's also somebody who could be at a distance, city, state, country. So again, the masculine's feminine might be at a distance. And then we have faith and victory. So they're saying, masculine, you need to have faith. You need to believe in yourself. You need to, in order to have victory in the situation with the lady who embodies all the things that you want in a partner, or this is about using our intuition. To have victory, use your intuition. Put in the work and effort. This reminds me like the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take some work. And we have the Lovers here. This is, needing to make a decision. This is a decision that's a life-altering path. It's like your destiny. It's going to determine your destiny. Which choice you make. And again, and it's a relationship that's going to require effort, work. If we want good fortune and good news, right? If we want things to work out, then we're going to have to do some self-work. We're going to have to put in some efforts. But there's going to need some kind of belief. Because right now we're not feeling like that there's any hope, I should say. And for the feminine, we got the Fool. You need to not make sure you look before you leap, but again, be open to new opportunities, new beginnings. Be open to forgiveness. Again, even if it's not, you don't even have to take the other person back. It's just forgiveness is just being like, you know what, living and learning. Thanks for the lesson. See you later. Or it's, being willing to take a leap of faith with someone who's trying to come back, who's looking for forgiveness. And then we have the truth. Make sure you get the truth, the whole truth, nothing but. Make sure you're living in your truth. And if you're trying to take back past people, this got to be deception over here. You better be just accepting this. And then we have home. So this is again, like here, Ten of Pentacles, you got Four of Wands here. This is about focusing on the home life, the home front, what makes you happy, long-term stability, you know. And again, knowing what you want and what you don't want. And then we got loss, strength, fame, new beginnings, fair gray-haired woman. So fair gray-haired woman could be someone who's in their 40s and up, mature, just someone who comes across as, you know, matured through something, being open again to new beginnings. You know, you've successfully gone through a cycle, you've learned lessons, you shed some karma. It's also about having the courage to go after success, be that in business, be that in relationships, be whatever it is, to have a successful life or whatever you imagine that to be. You know, again, having courage. And then we have the loss here. You know, again, you might be getting some information from this person in regards to how they feel about, you know, what happened, because we have the disgrace over here, the unfortunate event, the loss that happened between the two of you. Again, you might be getting some truth. That's why I'm saying being open to forgive, or somebody's looking for forgiveness. Loss. We have So Speedy. This is all about nostalgia, reminiscing of the past, longings, regrets. So I think this is about letting go of the past. You know, trying to release ourselves again from whatever happened, forgiving and learning. You know, it's now's the time for new beginnings for you in your life and your journey, dear. And the advice for the masculine is the River Queen. Flow, letting go, natural movement, but in the challenge position, as well as the Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention. This was also in the challenge position. So number 36. Turbulent waters and rapids to cross are directly ahead for you. You have no boat to navigate now. It's just you and the water going where it takes you. That said, although the River Queen is your challenger here, she has no intention of letting you go under. Even when there's a waterfall ahead, there is no reason to fear. The River Queen will help you over it so that you can splash down again in the gentle waters of the river below, flowing with renewed purpose to the sea. Be fearless now and go with the current of events. This can be an adventure. So this is obviously about embarking on a new phase, a new path, and not being afraid of it. It's coming. Change. The winds of change are blowing. Remember that commercial with the old guy and he had bad breath and everybody fell over when he said that? Not to get sidetracked, but made me think of that. And then we have 11. The Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. Are you pushing forward in spite of others' cautionings about the direction you're headed? Are you refusing to listen to your own inner voice? Red flags are waving in the breeze, and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. Don't worry. Don't worry, though. He always arrives just in time for you to let go of your old ideas and begin again. Spirit only wants the best for you. So this is, again, about releasing. Releasing old ways of being, releasing whatever's holding us back, just freeing ourselves and having courage and faith to go the distance, to invest in ourselves, to go towards our heart's desire, to not let fear in the need to control, and again, being a certain way that isn't in our highest and best, keep us from happiness, you know, or from loving yourself. And that's doing the best for yourself, but not at the expense of other people. There's no like I gotta do whatever I gotta do despite, you know, stepping on whoever's heads. That's not what I mean. Um, do it in a way that is best for everybody. Now, feminine, prison waif in the reverse, and ringmaster of scrutiny in the upright. So 31. Are you a prisoner of worry, distrust, cynicism, and fear? Do you constantly tell yourself there's not going to be enough, or do you see only lack and poverty wherever you look? Perhaps your expectations of negative results and repercussions serve to keep you imprisoned by your own thoughts. Do you feel that you're not allowed to success in life? When the prison wave comes as your challenger, he warns you that you're now seeing in your life the results of those negative thoughts and expectations. If you don't like what you see, it's time to transform the way you see it. If you aren't happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone has the power to change your life. Difficulties and learning curves right now. Difficulties are learning curves right now. Just remember that this prison won't hold you for long. Take the time to learn about mistakes. The lessons ensure later and greater success. So this is again about freeing ourselves, which is what you're trying to do anyway. And also not projecting the past into the present or the future. You know, and again, the fear stuff, fearing of things repeating, or not having trust, or a fear of it and repeating with the same person who obviously lies, and you don't got no trust here. But, you know, you have to, again, know what you're dealing with. I always say that too. But again, it's kind of about freeing yourself too, freeing your mind, trying to find peace. Ringmaster scrutiny, number 9. Ringmaster scrutiny is all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's being presented to you on your path. It's in these details, not the broad strokes, that you'll find the breathtaking beauty and perfection in what you observe. This ally is on your side to point to the deeper meaning of what unfolds in your life, and he reminds you that every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, observing the minute things, leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for other times. It's the smallest acts that really count now. And that might also be no, I don't want to say. Never mind. I want to say grand gestures. You'll know what that is for whatever your situation is. The difference between grand gestures and, you know, expecting the moon when all we can get is just a little something right now. It's like maybe that should be considered at least an effort, something. If we're talking about, but again, like I said, know what you're dealing with. I don't want to say, oh yeah, take this person back, and they turn out to be the root of your demise. We have here for advice, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's for both of you. Freeing yourselves from yourself. You're stinking thinking, you're holding yourself back, you're self-sabotaging, you're wounding, you're whatever it is. Free your mind. Also, George Clinton, free your mind and your ass will follow. Right? So free yourself. And move on to calmer waters. Honeymoon. It's like the 6 of Swords. And the angel's there, whisking you both off. Leave behind the pains of the past. And know that whatever situation is blowing your way next, It was worth waiting for because divine timing is at work in your love life. It's all about divine timing. Again, both people got to be ready. And to be ready, we have to be healed. We're working on that so that we're open to receiving and not blocking what the universe is trying to give us. And they also say family. I pray for my family and give this situation over God for answers, support, and healing. And then we have here optimism. I expect good things to happen, and they do. And then blessings. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. So it's about, again, trying to be in the present moment, trying to be optimistic about the future, counting our blessings, appreciating what we have in regards to relationships, appreciating those that you can call family. And, oh yes, we have wait. And I said, why wait? And they said, not the right time. So I'll read these two, but perhaps it's a don't give up hope. Again, divine timing is at work here. And things may not be how you want it in the moment, but all will work out as it should. You just do your part by focusing again on you, healing yourself, preparing yourself for whatever the universe wants to bring in next. Because if you aren't ready, you're going to block it. But they're trying to reassure you, like, wait, don't give up hope. It's just not the right time yet. It's almost there, but not quite yet. Your situation is going to require a little patience. Your angels are not saying no, but they are saying not yet. Sometimes heaven needs a little extra time to make all the pieces fall perfectly into place. And then, not the right time. This is not the right time presently for what you're inquiring about. This answer is not a no, just a not yet. Have patience. Your angels will give you a sign when the timing is perfect. See? And in the meantime, remain poised. And on that note, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and whatever else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. Leave messages, leave comments, because I like to see how or if any of this resonates. Again, and don't forget to check out the satsang video and submit a question if you'd like to be featured on this Saturday's program. And I think that's it. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.